Hi, I'm Rick Brimacombe of Club E. I started the group in 2007 and you can find us now in multiple locations. Enjoy today's video. Given that you've been working at home for 4+ years with TimeSolv, TimeSolv being a virtual company, not just with workers here domestically, but internationally as well. So you have been better versed than almost anybody probably out there. Any surprising things that you've experienced over the last 6 weeks that maybe you didn't expect or was a little different than how you thought it would go, or any curveballs that came your way?
I think to me I've been pleasantly surprised to see and to talk to so many. I talk to a lot of lawyers every day that are realizing, I think, that they maybe don't, especially small and solo lawyers, that we do deal with a lot of solo lawyers and small law firms, that they're starting to kind of dawn on them that I don't necessarily need to go to an office. And for some professions, and lawyers definitely is one of them, there is that stereotype where even if I'm a solo lawyer, I'm going to put on the suit and tie, I'm going to take my briefcase, I'm going to go to my office, I'm going to do my lawyering, and then come home. And in today's environment, I think we're all lucky that, you know, the pandemic of 1918, right? The influenza, we all couldn't communicate like this, and lockdown then had, let's be honest, a much bigger impact than a lockdown today. So realizing that I'm glad to see that everyone's sort of understanding that there's a lot of tools out here to be very productive while still in a much more flexible environment. And I've told my wife this even before the pandemic. To me, the perfect work environment, after somebody who's been a school teacher and worked in an office and worked from home, and I would love an idea where I could stay and work from home maybe 3 to 4 days a week, but 1 or 2 days a week I'm in an office and I'm interacting and I'm with others, because I do miss sometimes that, talking with somebody just casually, just leaning the chair back and talking to that person in the next cubicle sort of thing. So I'd love to be able to get the best of both worlds. And we might see ourselves in more of that type of environment once we all get back to whatever normal is going to be. Um, One last thing that I do think it's important to talk about, that in that kind of work from home situation, I know by now we've all figured out the how to do the dance of the spouse, the kids, and everybody around while we're trying to get work done. But the one thing that it took me a while to kind of scratch this itch that I had of figuring out, like, why am I feeling like this working from home, was quitting time when I'm done with work. And when I shut down my computer here and I open the door and I walk around the corner, I'm in the kitchen and living room, and now I'm home. And it dawned on me after a bit of time that I'm walk out of my office, I turn the corner and I'm at home. And I don't have that commute time that we all, whether it's a 10-minute commute or whether it's a half-hour commute, we always have had this kind of buffer time between when we're working and when we're home, that we've been able to decompress the day. And some people listen to podcasts, some people listen to sports radio, listen to music, read a book if they're on a train or a bus or whatever, but we've had that decompression time. And I missed that. And I realized that, first of all, I think it's really important, if nobody has, if you haven't figured this out yet, when you're done with work here in the home environment, be done with work. Shut off the computer, be done with work for the day. Turn your focused energy to your family and really try to find that line of demarcation. But what I have found is now I'll spend just 10 minutes maybe at the end of the day where I know I'm done working, but I'm not ready to go home yet necessarily, where I'll just, I'll stay on my computer, and that's where I'll read an article of the news, I'll check some sports headlines, for me, or I'll look up the latest, do I have the right grip on my golf swings type of stuff. And I need that sort of decompression time for 5 or 10 minutes, and don't overlook that mental health of pivoting your thought from work to home.
Okay.